Alright, so this is going to be my second review for the Alto Live 802. Anyway, I wanted to talk about the negative and positive things about the Alto Live 802. First off, I bought this a couple years ago, around 230 bucks off Musician's Friend. Now, that's a pretty decent price. The reason I bought it is it had the graphic EQ, which you can turn on and turn off. They actually kind of lock into place at 0. That's awesome. I love that. And then it has the Alessis DSP technology here, this built-in thing of presets in which you get delay, reverb, tremolo, plate, chorus, different styles of reverb. Then anyway, this is really awesome. It's controlled here by the DFX return. But over here, let's say you're running something on this one. Here's your DFX right here. You crank it all the way up, plus 10 decibels. You know, the effect is going to be extremely noticeable, probably unpleasant, to the point in which you're like, whoa, that's too much, I need to turn this down. So you may find the sweet spot somewhere in the middle. Channel 1, you have gain, and you have that all the way through. Press this here, you can cut off 75 hertz and below. So if there's some thud, so let's say you're using a microphone and you're doing vocals, over on your graphic, 63, 125, cut all that stuff off, just in case. And then you have a range of EQs from your high, your mid, your low, starting at 80 hertz, and then 2.5 kilohertz, 12,000 kilohertz, and up and so on. And you have the switch here, the knob. This is actually compression, and you can turn the compression up. So if you feel like your vocals are kind of up and down, or something like that, you know, you just turn up your compression, you get a little more control. I definitely do use it right somewhere in the mid-range. Sometimes I turn it off and do a quick comparison contrast. Anyway, so the gain, the compression, the EQ, and then you have a control for your auxiliary. So that is what it is. And then, as I already pointed out, you have your DFX control, and obviously you have two abilities to control DFX. And then even on this, on the DFX panel, you can actually turn it on and off, meaning mute, on and off. That's awesome. And then you can pan left or right, which, you know, you're going to find a lot of this stuff even on your $50, $60 mixers. And then you have your insert, obviously you have your XLRs, then you have your 1/4 inch, your headphone jacks, your main controller over here, which you can mute again, and you can adjust and all this. It's a USB interface mixer. Now, so when you flip this around, you're going to see right here, USB in and out. So that's great. Your power switch, your power cable, which I just pulled out, control out, left, right, balanced or unbalanced, but balanced, that's awesome that it is balanced, left, right, outs. And then you have your XLR outputs. Okay, but getting back, and then you have your RCA cable in and outs. Okay, great, you know all about that stuff. So your USB for an interface. So this, you'd hook up your USB cable and it would run to your PC, your computer, which obviously would then go into your DAW. Now, with that being said, you can then control and listen through your headphone jack up here, your 1/4 inch or 1/4 to 1/16 if you have the adapter or need it, to mix your tracks. It'll come back through. It sounds just fine. It's super powerful. Like right here, you would control it by that with the phone's main or control out. With that being said, what I want to say is, it's great that you have that. So if you want to record your friends or yourself in a one-run situation or live situation, hence Alto Live 802, it makes perfect sense. Now, what I dislike is the fact that there is no direct monitor. So if I'm playing my guitar over some tracks that are coming back through, obviously my phone's, it does not sound good. There's so much latency and delay that it's almost unbearable. Now if you look at this, this is a $100 unit, okay? Same situation, USB 2.0. I do believe this is USB 2.0, but I forget. And it's 24-bit. So it sounds good as a mixer when it sounds great. I love it for that. I don't use it at all as an interface. So with, let's say, a nice little Focusrite Scarlett Solo, it has the direct monitor in and out. That means that when I turn it on and I'm playing my guitar, it means that I can hear myself in real time. So I don't end up getting the delay this thing has, which causes the track to be off kilter, and that means I'm gonna have to quantize or edit it. Key here is successful, simple tracking. If you're not tracking and you're having issues with tracking, it makes recording so unbearable to the point where you'll probably give up because everything's out of time, off tempo. So I'm not gonna like rip on Alto Live 802 or Alto the company or whoever makes it. I'm not gonna like say, oh, you screwed this up. I just don't get why they didn't put like a $10 or $15 part. If I'm paying over $200, throw in the $10 or $15 chip or whatever does this. You know, why not? Anyway, that's it. I would say when they're just using it as a mixer connecting to their interface, I've never experienced this hiss or this hum. So maybe they had bad units, or a whole bunch of units actually had that issue with some of the hardware built inside. But I've not had it. I've never dropped it. I bought it brand new. I didn't buy it used. I take care of it. It does get dusty. Obviously, it's extremely dusty. I would suggest buying it if you need it and you're recording a band and it's a single situation run. Go for it, you know? But if you're trying to like switch out from this guy to this guy and expecting it the same tracking quality, no, I don't think you're going to get the same tracking quality. If you like the video, subscribe, like, any questions, leave comments below. So have a great day. Thanks for watching.